Hello everyone, welcome to GTA Online after Red Dead Redemption 2 has released. And in this video, we're gonna jump from probably 3 to 4 lobbies to see if the initial release has affected GTA's numbers at all. But we're just looking from my point of view, maybe for you it's different. Or for you who plays, maybe you jump in more lobbies that are not as full as I have. So we're just gonna catch it on video to see if it stays similar or not, if that makes any sense at all with what I just said. Well, to begin, here we're gonna start here on Vespucci Beach, or Venice, in front of my nightclub. And to make things interesting, we're gonna go spawn in random locations just to see just more so where we spawn, and the point of videos is to see how many people are in the lobby. In this case, there's 14 still on one page, so I could say it's in the middle per se. Anyway, as I was mentioning, this is my nightclub location. I thought it would have been pretty cool if the actual nightclub entrance would have been on the main street, and then, the garage would be in the back. But no, the garage entrance and the main entrance are in this little back area. Just, pretty cool, since it's technically supposed to be like an underground nightclub. Like, I get it, but I still would have think it would have been pretty cool if it was on the main street, just like the Santa Monica counterpart. If you were to buy this location, it's technically on the main street and connects right to the pier itself. So yeah, this is not my first attempt making this video. There's been some errors and mistakes have been made, both on audio and just recording reasons. And just warning for the running and the screaming for the NPCs, because they do get freaked out if there's a lot of action going on. But this lobby's fairly in the middle, and no one's near me at the moment. Most people are pretty out and about, and we'll see in the other lobbies if more people are still in the city or they're doing their jobs or whatnot. So yeah, let's jump right to that.
These folks that lost their mind.
And do some cloud simulation, essentially. And the question, has this happened to you when you've jumped from lobby to lobby, or you're done with a job or a race or whatnot, and you're coming back? Sometimes random players, their audio, you'll hear it. I don't know if you guys will hear it on the recording, but you tend to hear it. And sometimes it could be annoying, even though you have your settings on no players or just friends or whatnot. I think the only time it doesn't happen is when you're in a party. I think that's when it doesn't happen, because I recorded this before and supposedly it doesn't. You guys won't hear it, but we'll see in post if you guys will hear it or not. But now we're in a different lobby, and yeah, about still fairly large, I guess. We're in the 20s on the second page. We spawned on the beach near Polito Bay. And yeah, and it doesn't seem like anyone's in the Blaine County area. Seems like everyone is still in the city. And let's keep on passive just in case. Do not want to get blown up at any point during the video. So yeah, this is hopefully will be published. It will finally be a video that I produced in quite a while. The last one was, I believe, an update video, and before that was another gameplay video. And I was doing a garage tour at that time. It was after the Smuggler's Run update. And now, yeah, pretty much full, not maxed out, but pretty full. So that's 2 lobbies down. And now we're just driving seas to see if anything changes. We'll probably drive to a location not too far off and go jump into another lobby. And keep this little test going. And by the way, I'm driving the Vapid Guardian. That's in the industrial category, even though it is raceable in the off-road. And like most trucks that I've noticed, or this one I've noticed even though it's very high, it does tend to fishtail significantly. And it gets annoying really fast. But it's a pretty cool truck. Rockstar doesn't know what to do with their trucks because there's no particular truck category per se. There's some that are in advanced class. You know, this one's in the industrial class, and there's probably like 1 or 2 in the muscle class. Alright, let's go jump to the next one, see where we randomly spawn next. See if there's a full lobby, or maybe we'll find a small one. Who knows? But I know the Red Dead Online will come out pretty soon, and I think a good amount of people will jump on that. So we'll probably come back around the time it releases, just to see if things have changed or not. I have a feeling that it might, but I'm not too sure yet. You know, I'll definitely still be here, but I also play a different game, which is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Let me know in the comments if you'll be interested in seeing gameplay of that nature. I might bring one out for a particular update that's coming pretty soon. And for some reason I spawned right next to a player. Interesting. Seems to be AFK, probably came from a job or thought this place was safe. But judging by, you know, not trying to judge, but regardless, judging by his not pure white dot, he has been, you know, fighting. But enough about that. Now we're at we spawn at the power plant. Pretty cool location if you ask me. But nope, we actually found a smaller lobby. Only 1 page after 11 players. And obviously for some reason spawned with our next one. But yeah, it tends to fluctuate. Recently I've noticed that there's been pretty full lobbies that I've played in. My, you know, lone wolf status, essentially. And still right now just waiting for a Halloween update, since there won't be any more large updates because of Red Dead. There'll still be these regular weekly updates and stuff. Like recently there's a Smuggler's Run, so a bunch of the air freights will be pretty, if you sell them, you'll get a bit more money, even though it's kind of the weakest out of all the businesses to have. It's still something because you get the hangers and you get to start playing cool stuff of that nature. But the biggest thing that this week's update is for the Terabyte, its client jobs are paying double money NRP, so you get a good amount of money with that. And here's kind of a tips and tricks about that if you don't want to deal with being in lobbies or trying to find a small lobby, you could actually do those jobs in invite only, friends only, crew, lobbies, and not have to worry about, other players and whatnot. Yeah, you don't get like this small bonus if you do it with a larger group of players, but the money itself is still pretty good, and you could grind it out. If you're seen on the screen, that's where I've been doing recently, because I am very low, and I just recently got more property, so I could afford things. So yeah, now that we're driving back to the city, we'll do one more jump, since this would be the fourth one, and then we'll leave it to it. So we found two fairly medium-sized lobbies, and this one, small, but sometimes small is not always a good thing, because then it tends to people fighting just because, or just reason, and so many reasons, essentially. So we'll jump on to the next, shall we? One more cloud simulation to end the day. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but this is the game I play primarily. I'm not jumping to Red Dead because of reasons that I will not tell you, but some people will, some people already got the pre-order, some people are gonna go buy a physical copy. But no, I'm gonna stick to my guns and stay on GTA, but I do also play Star Wars Battlefront 2. I think I did bring this up a bit earlier, and well, okay, all I did was just spawn just a couple more feet from where we just were. So, okay, that was very, okay, I guess that was pretty cool. Oh, and now we're in a smaller lobby. But then sometimes that happens. Sometimes you'll find yourself in a small lobby, but maybe that small lobby is already cool with players that are friends or are part of the crews or whatnot, and you might get kicked depending on the size of the lobby. But also, yeah, it might be a small lobby, then like say I just joined or someone else has joined, and it might bring up a ton more, like 10 more people to join, and the lobby gets filled real quick. Doesn't happen every time, but I think it's like, for me, I've noticed like half the time. Sometimes I find myself in a small lobby, it stays that way for a while, or sometimes I find a small lobby and then all of a sudden, bam, 18, 20 players are now in the lobby. But no, this is pretty awesome. On my last attempt to record this, I actually got the opposite effect. Like the second lobby I jumped to was pretty small, but the other two were almost to 30 players. So yeah, I guess that'll be the end of that. Or I guess we'll jump to one more, since the spawn we just were at was pretty close to where we jumped in. So it kind of was really interesting. So we'll jump one more time just to see what random location we'll spawn at. Check out that number, and then we'll probably end it there. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. Very simple idea of just seeing if Red Dead has changed online at all, and so far maybe not. It could be up to interpretation. It is the weekend, so you might think more people are playing, or maybe a lot of people are working on the weekend, or they're out with family or friends. So, but online is huge. There's so many people playing. This is only just a perspective of one person that lives in the real Los Santos. Let's see, let's get this little screen to hurry up that we can see.